Good morning, my Real News Media TV family. Thank you so much for tuning in this morning, and I'm wishing for everyone a wonderful and a productive day. And in the news this morning for March 4, 2024, pedal cyclist killed in hit and run in St. Catherine. The St. Catherine South police are searching for the driver of a Nissan motorcar involved in the fatal hit and run of a pedal cyclist along the main road in Dumby Holding on Saturday. The deceased has been identified as Darlington Hall. The police report that about 4 p.m., Hall was riding a bicycle along the roadway when upon reaching the vicinity of Caribbean Estates, he was hit by a Nissan Sulphy motorcar. The driver did not stop. The man died from injuries sustained. The police say they have since obtained the license plate number of the ill-fated vehicle and are appealing to the driver to surrender. Taxpayers reminded to file returns by March 15. Income tax filers who have not yet done so are being reminded that they should be making final preparations for the filing of their annual income tax returns and the supporting documents. Income tax filers include all self-employed persons, employed persons with additional sources of income, corporate bodies and organizations such as partnerships, trusts, estates, building societies, and the life assurances, as well as registered charities. Business persons must file all income tax returns for 2023-2024 online via TAJ's online portal at www.jamaicatax.gov.jm and are encouraged to do so ahead of the annual rush as the March 15 income tax due date draws closer. All businesses that were registered with the Companies Office of Jamaica during the 2023 calendar year are reminded that they must file an income tax return by March 15, whether or not they are conducting business. Additionally, taxpayers are to ensure that they use the correct form related to their type of business activity for the corresponding tax year to ensure that the returns are filed accurately. These forms are located in the Income Tax Hub at www.jamaicatax.gov.jm along with other information related to income tax. The tax authority continues to provide support to micro and small business persons through its special taxpayer assistance program, of which there are over 260 free sessions across the island for persons to choose. An additional step has been taken to customize support sessions for business and professional groups. Some of these past sessions included the National Commercial Bank, Realtors Association of Jamaica, the Jamaica Business Development Corporation, and the Sagicor Bank. This tax season, Tax Administration Jamaica provided yet another avenue for taxpayer support via its income tax webinar series. The authority will host another virtual session on March 6, targeting sales agents and commissioned workers. This will bring to close TAJ's webinar activities for the tax season, with approximately 200 people subscribed to the first session held on February 16. Although all returns must be filed online, clients are reminded of the suite of electronic payment options at their fingertips to make payments conveniently, securely, and quickly. These include the TAJ Direct Funds Transfer process for business-related tax payments from a customer's bank to TAJ's bank account. Additionally, customers can make payments via the tax authority's website using a credit card or other banking card with a credit card features, or using the Scotiabank's electronic funds transfer via TAJ's website. Taxpayers can also utilize Scotia Online and a mobile app, in addition to being able to make a tax payment via the National Commercial Bank, as the respective clientele are able to use their online banking platforms by adding TAJ as a payee. For further information, call the Tax Administration Customer Care Center at 888-TAX-HELP, that's 888-829-4357, or visit the website www.jamaicatax.gov.jm. 6 shot, 3 fatally in St. Elizabeth in 26 hours. Police are probing 2 shooting incidents which left 3 men dead and 3 others injured in St. Elizabeth within 26 hours. In the first incident on Friday, 2 men were shot dead and 2 others wounded at a bar in Santa Cruz. Police named the deceased as Javid Griffiths, 21, a resident of Church Road in the Northampton district, and Dorado Green, 34, a resident of Beadles Boulevard in Santa Cruz. A police report said about 7 p.m. the four men were at a bar when they were attacked by an armed man who opened fire at them. The injured men were taken to hospital where Green and Griffiths were pronounced dead, while one man was treated and released. The fourth victim remains hospitalized. In the second incident, a man was shot dead and another man injured in Vineyard on Saturday night. Police named the deceased as Tevin Williams, 29, otherwise called Dino, a mechanic and resident of Dougal Road in Vineyard District. A police report said about 8:50 p.m., both men were standing outside a shop in the community when an armed man alighted from a vehicle and opened gunfire, hitting them. The injured men were taken to hospital, where Williams was pronounced dead and the other man admitted for treatment. Mason from Waltham Park Road reported missing. 42-year-old O'Neill Brown, a mason of Waltham Park Road, Kingston 11, has been missing since February 27. He is of dark complexion and slim build. Reports from the Hunts Bay Police are that about 7 a.m., Brown was last seen at home, dressed in a red and white button-down shirt, blue acid-washed jeans pants, and a pair of black shoes. He has not been heard from since, the police said. Anyone knowing the whereabouts of O'Neill Brown is asked to contact the Hunts Bay Police at 876-923-7111, 119 police emergency number, or the nearest police station. Apology not accepted. Information Minister Nesta Morgan sued for alleged defamation. Just over 2 weeks ago, after being forced to apologize and withdraw defamatory comments he allegedly made on an online platform, Information Minister Robert Nesta Morgan has been sued in the Supreme Court of Jamaica. His accuser, former Federal Bureau of Investigations Special Agent and Attorney Wilfred Rattigan, has made good on his threat to seek redress in the courts on the matter, instructing his attorney Isata Buchanan to file the suit on February 26, 2024. The lawsuit includes claims for damages for defamation, and damages for negligence. It also seeks interest at such rate and for such a period as this Honorable Court deems just pursuant to the Law Reform Miscellaneous Provisions Act, or at such rate for such a period as the court sees fit. Rattigan, a fiery Jamaican American, is also seeking costs against Minister Morgan, as well as any such further relief as the Supreme Court may deem fit. The suit did not mention any monetary amount as a settlement. The Office of the Prime Minister, out of which Morgan operates as a minister without a portfolio with responsibility for information, and the Attorney General of Jamaica have been listed as defendants in the case. Rattigan is claiming in his suit that Morgan on January 21, 2024, while engaged on a local talk show, Chops Media, which broadcast to thousands of people, made defamatory statements against him. The claim alleges that in the defamatory statement, Morgan stated that Rattigan was dishonorably discharged from the FBI and has never served in Jamaica as claimed. The claim noted further that the context of the conversation, which the first defendant had on the broadcast, was done in such a way to discredit the claimant. The first defendant has sought to disparage the claimant and ruin his reputation by the nature of his false statement. The said defamatory statements were calculated and are intended to and did cause injury to the claimant's goodwill. The statement did expose the claimant to hatred, contempt, and ridicule. According to the suit, the claimant suffered loss and damage to his reputation, as well as negative opinions and disapproval of and refusal to do business with the claimant. In his apology and withdrawal of his comments on February 14, Morgan said, "I have no aversion in withdrawing the comments I made, as I wish to make it very clear that there was no intention to defame Mr. Rattigan. I apologize to him and his family, and sincerely withdraw any comments Mr. Rattigan deemed or thought was defamatory." Morgan also declared that he had no intention of engaging in any court action with anyone on the matter. For his part, Rattigan said that his action was not about money. "This is not, and I want to reiterate, is not about monetary gains." In fact, I want to assure all concerned that any money that comes from my action will be used to assist a student or students from a depressed community in Jamaica, he said. This is not the first time that Rattigan had a run-in with a minister of the current Jamaica Labour Party administration. A practicing attorney and an outspoken member of the diaspora, he has been a regular critic of the government over its handling of several issues, specifically crime, violence, and corruption. Last year, he brought an unsuccessful suit in the Supreme Court to get the administration to disclose the source of donations for the field bid by Foreign Affairs and the Foreign Trade Minister, Senator Kamina Johnson-Smith, to be elected Commonwealth Secretary General. He has since appealed the ruling.